So here we are then at the 2022 FIFA World Cup, Qatar versus Ecuador. Realistically, I think both teams know a win here is necessary, being probably the two weakest teams in Group A. Yet, that being said, both teams possess quality players who can make a difference on the pitch. And let's not forget that Qatar are the reigning Asian champions. Ecuador have quality in attack through Einer Valencia of Fenerbahce and former Lazio forward Felipe Caicedo. They also have midfield dynamo Moises Caicedo, who plays for Brighton in the Premier League. Qatar will look to strike on the counter and will rely here on strikers Almuz Ali and Akram Afif, and they also have a wealth of experience in midfield through the form of Hassan Al-Haidos, who has over 160 caps. Ecuador line up in a 4-3-3 formation with Felipe Caicedo in the point of the attack. Qatar line up in a more conservative formation, 5-3-2, with Ali and Afif looking to strike on the counter. And it's Ecuador who will get us underway for the first match of the 2022 FIFA World Cup. Caicedo plays it to Moises Caicedo, back to Mina, lobs it through to Valencia, hits it back to Orejuela, who miscontrols it and goes out for a Qatar throw-in. Hassan to Fati on the left-hand side here. Fati advances, is tackled by Orejuela, back to Perlaza, who lobs it up again to Ener Valencia, back to Orejuela, plays it forward to Ener Valencia on the right, but tackled by Fati. Fati gets it back, he advances in his own half, plays it to Boudiaf in the middle, to Al-Haidos on the right hand side now, to Hatem, who's got a little bit of space here. Advances along the right hand side, can he get a cross in? No, he is tackled by Noboa. Ramirez now, back to the keeper, Dominguez. But it's a poor kick out from Dominguez, and luckily Qatar can't make anything of it, and it goes back to Ecuador. Here is Valencia, plays it forward to Felipe Caicedo, back to Moises Caicedo, now to the right to Ener Valencia, who crosses it in, but it's intercepted by Salman, the Qatar defender, and it goes out for a corner. Noboa is going to swing in this corner, short corner, and it's headed away by a Qatar defender. Falls to Ali, who looks to build an attack out to Hatem on the right hand side, to Afif, back to Hatem on the right hand side, back to Afif, but he's tackled by Orejuela. Felipe Caicedo plays it out wide to the left to Plata. Can Plata do anything with this now? Plays it back to Ramirez, who advances along the same left hand side. Scoops a low cross into Felipe Caicedo, who tries to turn but is blocked by a Qatar defender. Ecuador have the ball back again in the Qatari half. Now Ramirez on the left hand side plays it to Noboa, also on the left hand side to Plata, who crosses it in, and it's cleared not very well, and it's Valencia who just drives a shot wide there. It wasn't a powerful enough clearance from the Qatari defender, and it fell to Valencia, who just hit it wide. Oh, it's a corner. It must have taken a slight touch off a Qatari defender. With Noboa now with the corner, long ball, and it's Valencia who hits it straight to Al-Sheeb, the Qatari goalkeeper. Al-Sheeb hits it long. Arbeloda. Orejuela plays it back to Mina, who lobs it again to Ener Valencia, who is out jumped. Now it's back with Qatar to Salman, Boudiaf, Fatih, Afif Al Ali, building an attack here. Hassan on the left-hand side. Hassan crosses it, and Hatem gets clear of his defender and then heads it over. But a good opportunity, and I think Hatem should have done a bit better with that, to be honest. He had space, quite a bit of space, but he's put too much power on it and it's flown over. Dominguez to clear his lines. Hits it upfield. Falls to Caicedo, makes contact but is headed backwards towards the tower defense. Correa to Salman. To Hassan on the left. Plays it to Fatih in the middle. Back to Hassan. Hassan lobs it up to Ali. Headed away there. Fatih gets the ball back near the 16-yard box, and Ali plays it back to Boudiaf, but he's tackled by an Ecuadorian midfielder who then failed to do anything on the counter. Salman back to Al-Shib. Al-Shib hits it out to Hassan here on the left-hand side. So advances, plays it to Afif in the 16-yard box, is tackled. Ecuador have it back now. Felipe Caicedo plays it to the left-hand side to Plata, who advances. Turns back, gives it back to Noboa, who lobs it through again to Plata, who gets a cross in, and it fell to Ene Valencia, but he miscontrols it. And Qatar can clear. Perlaza here on the right-hand side. Qatar have it back now. Afif plays it to Ali, 1-2, 1-2, Ali, Afif now to Hassan on left-hand side, plays it back to Afif, Ali tries to play it to Afif again, but the pass is too long. And here is Ecuador now on the counter, Valencia on the right-hand side. Is he going to cross it in? Cross it with his left foot. And it can't find Caicedo, Felipe Caicedo in the box. Now Moises Caicedo plays it to Felipe Caicedo on the edge of the box. Forced to Noboa on the left-hand side. He chips it in and it finds Caicedo, but again, Caicedo turns and tries to shoot, but it's blocked. Now it's Qatar on the counter again. Ali tackled by Mina. Ecuador play it again high towards the attack. Ali, Kuki to Salman, back to Kuki, back to Boudiaf, back to Kuki, who lobs it upfield, finds Afif, heads it back to Fatih. Fatih lobs it over to Hatem, who gently nods it to Dominguez. Dominguez throws it out now to Perlaza, who fires it up to the right-hand side, headed back to Orejuela from Valencia, who's then tackled by Fatih, but Ecuador have a throw-in on the right-hand side. Boudiaf. Sorry, Hassan. Orejuela. Valencia on the right-hand side, looking to cross. Hits it in with his left foot. A great cross, and Felipe Caicedo goes for a spectacular overhead kick, which has too much power on it and goes over. But a good cross, especially with his weaker foot. Maybe next time. Al-Shib plays it to Correa, who plays it to Boudiaf, to Fatih here in the center. Qatar look to build an attack here. Plays out to Hatem, who's got a lot of space here on the right hand side. It's not being closed down by Ecuador. Turns back, plays it to Boudiaf, plays it to Ali on the edge of the box. Ali gets round his man and hits the post. What a chance for Qatar. Unlucky there. and Ecuador can't let a striker of Ali's caliber turn like that on the edge of the box and get a shot away. Dominguez plays it to Perlaza, who chips it up to Einer Valencia. Again, a play which is not really working, to be honest. Orejuela now to Valencia, short pass, but Valencia poor control, but he retains the ball, and then the ball is too long from Ecuador. Throw in now, Orejuela on the right hand side, chips it in, and Qatar clear their lines, but only up to the edge of the 16-yard box. Another crossing from Ecuador, and it's cleared out behind the goal line for a corner. Noboa from the left hand side hits it in, cleared. Moises Caicedo here on the right tries a cross, and again exactly the same as just a moment ago. It's gone behind from a Qatar header for an Ecuadorian corner. Noboa, same play again, headed away by a Qatari defender. Ramirez now on the right hand side plays it to Einer Valencia. Will he try a cross again with his weaker foot? Yes, he will. Not bad, but headed away. Ali on the ball, plays to Fati here. Qatar on the counter will go to Hatem with a lot of space there on the right hand side. Hatem advancing here. What's he gonna do? Plays it back to Fati. Afif back to Fati. Fati plays it into Almouz Ali, who again can turn and get a shot away, and flies just wide of the right hand post. Ali is definitely giving Ecuador some problems around the penalty box. He's able to turn and get a shot away twice now, which have been quite close. So it's Ecuador have the ball now near to the 16-yard box of the Qataris, and Caicedo lances a shot. Moises Caicedo lances a shot which flies wide, but it had a good amount of power. Al-Shib hits it upfield. Mina hits it back. Mina gets the ball, and he hits it into the attack. Valencia plays a good ball through to Felipe Caicedo, who plays it to the right to Perlaza, who crosses it, and Al-Shib makes a bit of a hash of that. I think he should have just caught that. And Ecuador have the ball back on the edge of the Qatari 16-yard box. Noboa here on the left hand side plays it to Ramirez. There's a bit of skill to get a bit of space. It plays back to Moises Caicedo in the center, tries to get a shot away, but is tackled by Boudiaf. And here is Afif, poor control, loses it in his own half to Ecuador. Ecuador now with Orejuela on the right hand side, turns back into the center. We'll give it to Moises Caicedo back to Orejuela. Ecuador playing through the center, but it's not really working out, and they go back to the flanks. Perlaza now on the right hand side, lobs it through to Einer Valencia, but too high, and Qatar get the ball back. Now it's Afif to Boudiaf to Ali. Again, Hatem, there was a lot of space on the right hand side. He has to make use of it, takes on one player, but then plays it back to the center. Boudiaf now in the center. Fati is tackled. Ecuador have the ball back. Valencia to Caicedo, 1-2. Caicedo is then, Valencia is then fouled in his own half. Noboa to deliver the free kick into the Qatari 16-yard box. Headed back by Felipe Caicedo. Now Orejuela back to Moises Caicedo, who lances another shot, but straight at the keeper. Fati here for Qatar. At him on the right hand side. Plays it, tries to play it centrally to Ali, which doesn't work. Ramirez for Ecuador. 1 minute to go until half time, and the first half has finished 0-0. There were some chances for both teams. Qatar hit the post, and you feel there could be a goal in the second half. And Qatar kick us off for the second half. Kuki plays it to the left to Hassan, who advances looking for Afif, but plays it into the center to Al-Haidos. Plays it back to Fati in the center, back to Al-Haidos. Now to Hatem on the right hand side. Tackle by Noboa. Now Plata on the left hand side, back to Noboa, who goes backwards to Arboleda. Arboleda back to Noboa. Noboa back to Ramirez now, who's advancing on the left hand side. We'll play it to Plata, who's found some space. Plata back to Ramirez. Will Ramirez finds Plata again on the edge of the penalty area. Is tackled, Plata tackled by Boudiaf, and now Afif in the attack, who's tackled by Moises Caicedo. Tries to play it back up front, but the ball is lost. Qatar have the ball back to Afif now, who plays it to Fati. Over to the right again to Hatem, who will play it to Al-Haidos. Al-Haidos looking for Ali, finds him, but a weak shot finds the gloves of the keeper. Perlaza hits it upfield to Valencia, heads it back to Caicedo, who speedily switches it to the left. Now Plata going back into the center, back to Caicedo. Caicedo beats his man, plays it to Felipe Caicedo, shoots. Moises Caicedo with a shot which went just wide of the right hand post. It had a lot of power, but it hit the post. That was nearly the 1-0 for Ecuador. Moises Caicedo nearly made one of those shots from just outside the penalty box payoff there. Ecuador have the ball back in defense. Arboleda hits it upfield looking for Valencia. Valencia loses the aerial battle. Qatar have it back, but can't make anything of the counter. Ecuador also playing a hopeful high ball up front. Qatar now have the ball back in midfield. Hatem on the right hand side plays it back to Boudiaf, to Al-Haidos, who finds Ali. Tries to find Afif, but loses the ball. Ecuador have the ball back now. Perlaza on the right hand side to Valencia, back to Perlaza, but it's a very poor pass back, and it's a throw to Qatar. Afif advancing, will play it probably back into the center here. Nearly tackled, but plays it straight to Ali, who is in the penalty area but doesn't get enough power in his shot, and it's very easy for Dominguez. Dominguez is it upfield. Orejuela on the right hand side now for Ecuador. Plays it back to Perlaza. A bit of a sloppy pass. Perlaza plays it forward, but he finds a Qatar defender. Qatar now on the counter. Afif back to Al-Haidos. Lobs it through to Ali. He's going to get there. Yes, he will. And it's a volley just wide of the far post. Good play there from Qatar. Al-Haidos with a great ball, and Ali has the legs, but just can't find that far post. Just can't find the inside of the far post. On the balance of things, Qatar probably with the better chances. Here Qatar with the ball back in defense. Kuki plays it to Salman, plays it to Fatih, back to Salman, who hits it upfield in the direction of Ali. Now back to Mina from Ecuador, who lobs it forward, who can't find any Ecuadorian players up front. Hassan here on the left plays it through to Afif. Afif on the edge of the penalty box. Mina can't get to him. Al-Haidos gets a shot away eventually, and again, just the wrong side of the far right post. But Qatar having the brighter start in the second half. Some decent chances. Dominguez kicks it out. Back to Correa, who plays it back to Kuki to Fatih, back to Salman. Salman plays it down the left. It's headed away by Ecuador there. Fatih in the center. Afif. Ali tries to turn, but his shot is slightly intercepted by Arboleda. Arboleda hits it upfield. Cannot finds Orejuela, hits it back. Now Perlaza has the ball, who plays it to Valencia. Now to Perlaza, who plays it back to Valencia. Perlaza again crosses it in, but a Qatar defender gets it first, but it somehow falls to Caicedo, who goes over in the box, but it looks like a clumsy collision and there's no penalty given. Ecuador trying to advance into the Qatari box, but it doesn't come off. Qatar have the ball back in defense. That's a mistake by Hatem, who gives the ball to Plata, fairly near to the penalty box, and Orejuela has an opportunity to take a shot there, but it's straight at the keeper. Al-Sheib kicks it out. Mina hits it back. Noboa hits it forward to Felipe Caicedo. Now Moises Caicedo. And now Plata on the left-hand side. Plata again on the left-hand side. Will he be able to cross it in? He hasn't had much luck on the left-hand side. Tries a bit of skill, but is tackled by Correa, who plays it to Hatem. Hatem plays it into the center to Al-Haidos, who plays it to Fatih, now who tries to play it to Ali, but the pass is not good enough. Noboa now for Ecuador plays it to Plata. Plata still on the left hand side here. He has Noboa in support, but he goes towards the center, but eventually plays it back to Noboa, who plays it back to Plata, who is then tackled by Hatem. Boudiaf looking for someone in the midfield, some support. He plays a very poor pass there, out of play. He had some options, just needed an average pass, a moderately good pass, but wasn't able to deliver that pass. Now Qatar have a throw-in. Plata on the left hand side. Noboa, Ramirez, Plata again on the left hand side. Hasn't been able to cross it into the box, but gets a short cross into the box there, and is headed wide by Felipe Caicedo. He would have needed a lot of power from Caicedo to have challenged the keeper there. But the cross was coming in at a low speed from Plata. Don't be too depressed, that was a difficult one to convert into a goal. Al-Sheib to kick out now for Qatar. And it rolls back to Arboleda, who hits a long ball upfield, back to the Qatari defense. Bit of confusion there, but it works out okay. Mina plays it now to Orejuela, but it falls to Fati. Fati to Abdurrahman on the left-hand side, who's just come on as a substitute. Abdurrahman plays it to Salman in the defense, back to the central defender Kuki. Boudiaf lobs it upfield, trying to find Ali. Again, an option which is not really working for Qatar today. Mina is dominating Ali in the air. Al Haidos now plays it to Ali. Ali, can he turn? And it's a goal. Ali scores. Mina got something on it, but Ali was able to turn rather clumsily, but he gets a shot away and it's gone in off the left-hand post and into the goal. And I'd say that's probably, on the balance of things, certainly in the second half, that's a deserved goal from Qatar. But can Qatar now maintain the lead? Defensively, Qatar have a very good record. They had a very good record defensively when they won the Asian Cup. But Ecuador do have quality players up front. They just need to connect well, and they could get a goal back. But 10 minutes for Qatar to defend the lead and win their first ever game at the FIFA World Cup. Ecuador bring on Mena for Orejuela. Orejuela with a fairly average match, to be honest. Hasn't really done much in the middle there. Sornosa now to Mena. Mena to Ener Valencia. Back to Perlaza. Will he cross it in? He crosses in. Not a bad cross, but cleared away. Falls back to Mena. Mena plays it to the right to Perlaza. To Valencia, who... Ooh, yeah, that was a good cross from Valencia. Caicedo got his head to it, but it went over. But it must have got a slight touch again from a Qatari player. And the ball with the corner. Hits it in. And cleared. Perlaza gets it, recuperates the ball on the edge near to the 16-yard box. And then a worthless cross there from, I think it was Sornosa. And it goes straight out of play. Felipe Caicedo was in any case offside. Sheep hits it upfield. Falls to Ramirez, who hits it upfield, and it falls kindly to Sornosa. Sornosa switches flanks, and it falls to Plata. Can Plata do something now? He's managed to get a cross off. Caicedo again can't really connect. There needs to be more power on the crosses from Plata. Ecuador have the ball back to Noboa, probably the most experienced Ecuadorian on the pitch. Perlaza now on the right hand side, who lobs it into the box and is cleared away by Qatar. Ali to Afif. Qatar looking for the counter now. Afif's taking a while to do something there, and I think the counter attack is lost. Yes, and then finally Ecuador get the ball back on the right hand side. Felipe Caicedo, no, it's acrobatically cleared by Qatari defender Kuki. Fati now for Qatar plays it to left to Abdurrahman. Back to Salman, back to Abdurrahman. Salman, who hits it over to, good ball over to Al Haidos, who tries to play to Ali, but Arbeloda wins the aerial battle. Noboa tries to play to Plata here on the left hand side. Salman, and it's finished. The game has finished 1-0 to Qatar. on the balance of things, a deserved win. They had the better opportunities. Ecuador dominated possession slightly. They had a few average opportunities, but they didn't really come that close in any opportunity. And Qatar, it's a great start for Qatar, and it gives them a real chance of progressing from the group now.